So, good evening, everyone. I'm your trainer, Snehal Ghanate. So, today there will be the last session of HR training, and we are going to learn about managerial styles. So, yes, can anyone tell me what is managerial styles or anything related to it? Yes, Bhavna ma'am, Divya ma'am, Amrita ma'am. Anything, any what come to your mind when you are looking at these two words, managerial styles?
Types of
Good
manager in a
evening.
company. Ma'am, types of manager in a company.
Yes, it can be. The managerial styles are nothing but the styles carried by managers, like how they treat their employees, how they do their teamwork. So it is all about how your manager treats all the members. Okay, so it is all about it. And being a HR manager, you must be aware about all the styles, like all the types. So that's why we are learning this topic. So yes, first is coercive leadership style. So here the picture says the manager is here and the employee is here, and manager is saying just do what I tell you to do. So from this picture, can you guess like what the coercive leadership is all about? Yes, the manager is just ordering the employees just do what I tell you to do. So anyone? Okay. So yeah, coercive leadership is basically a command and control style. So yeah, we can see in this picture the manager is giving command to his employee. He is ordering his employee. So it relies on the forcing people to do what you tell them. Okay, being a manager, what you tell them. So being a manager, what you tell them, whether they want to or not, it is not considered whether the employee is willing to work or not. As a manager, if you are a coercive leader, then you force the people to do that task. So it is nothing but coercive. Okay, so does it work in the organization? Okay, yes. However, only in the short term. Okay, in the short term basis, it can be good, right? But in the long term, it will be not okay, as the employee will feel demotivated, as they are not willing to work and still the manager is forcing to do that work. Okay, are you getting what is coercive leadership? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So threats work if you keep upping them. So when coercive leaders run out of threats, so they can't get things done, right? So in short term, for the specific task or some specific group, it is maybe okay, but not for the long term. So should, as a manager, should I use it? So in the crisis situation, like I said, in the short term, this style can help kickstart or turn around a problem. So if you communicate your sense of trust and authenticity, then you are unlikely to need to. Okay. So basically, in the short term or for the crisis situation, this leadership can be useful. Okay, this was about the coercive, and now we are going to see pros and cons. So basically, the advantages are it will provide a great deal of control over organization, as you are commanding your employees, and they have to complete the work at any cost. Okay, so that might be a advantages, and other is demands conformance. Okay, so it is like you have to listen to your manager like at any cost. Okay, and the negative points, that is disadvantages, is it is like negative environment on the work, right? So if the manager is really bossy and forcing you to do the work, so it will create the negative atmosphere, right? And other is inflexible approach, so very little reward. So it is like inflexible approach. So if employee is not willing to do that work, he's not ready to be flexible, like ready to change, then the manager is forcing the employee. So it is like inflexible approach. Okay, so any doubt in coercive leadership? And it's simple, like it is like more bossy, and they are just ordering the employees to do whatever without their choice, without their willingness. Yes. Any doubt in coercive leadership style? Yes or no? If you're not able to speak, just put a message yes or no. Are you getting or not?
Yes, ma'am, it's clear, ma'am.
Okay. Just say whether you are understanding or not. Otherwise, how will I know that you are listening or not, you are getting or not? Okay. Yes. Thank you, Debra ma'am. And thank you, Amrita ma'am. So next is affiliative leadership. Now we have seen like what is coercive leadership, right? So from this figure or for this diagram, can you tell me like what will be there in affiliative leadership? So the people are working together. So yes, can anyone tell me what will be like in affiliative leadership? How the manager will treat their employees? Yes. Okay, for Vardhini ma'am, I'll just repeat quickly. So we are learning managerial styles, and this is second type of it, affiliative leadership. So there is a picture displayed in front of you. So can anyone tell me from looking at this picture what the manager approach towards his employee in this type of leadership style? Are you getting the question? Yes. If you're not getting, then you can say no.
No, ma'am.
Okay, then we will. So basically, affiliative leaders focus on harmony and put people first. So here in the picture, you can see that the people are working together, right? This is a simple. So manager is taking all the employees with himself to work. So it is basically focus on harmony and put people first. The manager will focus on the employee, and they will the people will be at the first, and they are on the priority. So it is a leadership style that shines away from confrontation. It is the opposite of the first coercive leadership. So what was in the coercive leadership? The bossy thing is there. The manager is just ordering and commanding the employees to do the work without their consent and forcing them to do that work. So affiliative leadership is basically opposite of that. So does it work? So it is effective in healing wounds in fractured teams, right? If there is any conflict or any misunderstanding or any wrong is there in the team, so it will heal those wounds, okay? And it will motivate others during the stressful periods because everyone are working together. All the employees are working together, and the leader is also one the part of the team. Okay, so the affiliative leader can struggle to give tough feedback or make hard calls as well because the leader is part of team, and when you are close to each other, then it is difficult to give the feedback and tough hard calls also, right? So if you have to remove the employee from the team, but you are like as a friend, affiliative leader is nothing but a friend, the relations are so good, so sometimes it is difficult to make hard calls as well. Right, and then should as a manager, should you use it? So it has the positive elements like the employee will feel motivated if you are an affiliative leader, but you need to be able to adopt an authoritative style as well. So that we are going to see the next, and when the critical approach is needed. Right, so what are the pros and cons? So basically creates a positive workplace as it will be like friendly environment as you are part of the team. You are not bossing to the employees, you are part of it, and you are considering their decision as well, and it will provide positive feedback from the employee as well. And then some negative points are also there, that is allow underperformers to go unchecked. So you are friendly with your employees, and if some employees performance is low, but still you don't bother much about it as you are like part of team and you are like taking all the employees with yourself, right? So it doesn't matter if anyone is performing less. So that may be the disadvantages of this type of leadership style. And another is ineffective when faced with the complex challenges. So if difficult tasks are there and like challenging task is there, so you're not ordering or commanding the employee, so employee will not feel like to do that work in the particular time. Okay, so it is maybe ineffective in complex challenges. Yes. Um, are you understanding what is coercive, what is affiliative leadership styles? We have seen now affiliative leadership style. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Then we go to the next, that is authoritative leadership style. So we have seen this kind of style in leadership chapter. So can anyone like remember what is authoritarian or autocratic leadership style? By viewing the picture also, by your like the display, it is displayed right in front of you, the picture. So can anyone tell me? Yes, no? Okay, so it is the ability to inspire others to trust your vision and follow your willingly. Okay, so it is like the in this picture you can see there is a boss and the employees are, the boss is like more important, like he's more autocratic. Okay, you have to listen the manager's things, but the ability to inspire others to trust your vision and follow you willingly, the employees should feel willing to follow you, okay, by their choice. Okay, there must not be any forcing to do the job and all, like coercive leadership. So it is a strong, positive, and visionary style that requires leaders establish a strong bond based on the trust. Okay, so basically authoritative leadership is all about this. And does it work as a manager? So yes, people will follow this type of leader because they trust the bond between them. And it's one of the reasons that this leadership style is like not the coercive style, is the promoted within the military, okay, in the army as well. So it is a critical leadership style when a new vision is required or the clear direction is needed. Okay, so there is a specific vision is there and you have to achieve those objectives at the time. This kind of leadership is useful. And yes, it is the best way for leaders to unleash the high performance as well. It is manager oriented but not as a coercive. There is no forcing. The employee will trust you for their work. Okay, and these are the pros and cons. Yes, now can anyone read out this advantage and disadvantage for all of us? Yes, the screen is visible to you, right? Am I
Ma'am, shall I?
audible? Yes,
Yes,
Varsini
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Pros, first to create most positive workplace and provides an upbeat atmosphere. Cons,
Yes.
difficult
So
for new
authoritative leaders,
managers.
yes, placed alongside
Yes, ma'am.
experts. So can you elaborate or shall I explain?
So in prawns, what is the advantage means? It will create the most positive workplace like atmosphere and positive vibration like that, and provides an upbeat atmosphere. I don't know what's
Yes.
my mean by upbeat atmosphere, ma'am.
But nothing but there is a positive environment. It is nothing but like everyone is motivated at the workplace. Okay, so
Yes,
basically
ma'am.
there is trust between manager and employees. Both there is a trust bond between employees and manager. So there will be like most positive workplace. So you are trusting your manager, whatever your manager will be saying, you are doing that work. So there will be like positive environment and you'll feel motivated as an employee. And the difficult for new managers, right? So if the new manager is coming, so there will be no there might be trust issues as well, as the manager is new. So there might be difficulty for new managers who are following this kind of leadership. Okay. Then next is democratic leadership. Yes, can anyone tell me, looking at this picture, and we have seen the democratic leadership, the leader who are taking everybody with him, right? We have seen this, right? In leadership styles. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So basically, democratic leaders take everyone's opinion on board. Every employee who is part of the team, everyone's opinion is considered when you have democratic leaders. And does it work in the organization? So it can, with some caveats. Giving everyone in a team a chance to participate in every decision simply takes too long. Okay, so if you are asking everybody, like if I am asking everybody, like, yes, Bhavna ma'am, do you have any doubt? Yes, Divya ma'am, Amrita ma'am. Now you have only 5 people, but it's, if there are so many people and if you are going to ask everybody, so it will take time, right? So sometimes it might be like takes too long, and trying to do this can result in terrible bureaucratic slowdown as well, like time consuming. However, organization that can streamline the process, like so that everyone is participating at a time, in that case, it is useful and it can be adopted in the organization. And as a manager, should you use it, then consider combining elements of this with the authoritarian style. Okay, so you must be leader with the trust one another, so team that trust one another, their leaders, and they are willing to work with the people, and also making the decisions, and allowing everyone to speak up and give their opinions. So combined approach can be considered while we are considering this democratic leadership. So, what do you think? What can be the pros and cons, as we have discussed one of the pros here and the cons also? Yes. What will be like advantages if you're following this kind of leadership? Your employees will feel motivated, right? Yes or no? Okay.
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
Can anyone read it? Yes, anybody?
Ma'am, shall I?
Yes, Vardhini ma'am.
Pros allows follower to have a say in decision, creates a collaborative workplace.
Yes. So basically, it allows all your followers, all your employees to say their decision. So they are giving their opinions. So it will be good for the organization as well, and it will create a collaborative workplace. So every employee will communicate with each other, with managers also. So there will be like collaboration between all the team members, and it will be beneficial for the organization eventually. And the disadvantages is the leader depends on the knowledge of the followers, right? So what the your employees are like less knowledgeable, then it will affect the decision of the leader as well, because the leader is considering opinions of employees. And the collaboration takes time, as we have just discussed, so it might be time consuming when there are so many team members and you have to ask one by one, then it will take time, right? So yes, any doubt until this type of leadership? Yes.
Can you explain this once more, please?
Yes, ma'am. So basically, democratic is nothing but your manager is taking you with your all the team members and is asking for your opinions as well. It is not like coercive or authoritative where the manager is just giving you the decision. In this kind of leadership style, manager is asking the employees about your opinion, about your decision. What is your opinion about some task or anything like that? So he's basically asking decision to all. So in the first line it is said that democratic leaders take everyone's opinion on board. Who are there? He'll be considering their decision as well. So it is basically democratic. Yes, ma'am. Are you getting now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Yes. So
Ma'am, can you please
this is some
explain
kind of
coercive
accusation.
leadership?
Yes, I'll
Ma'am?
take at the last, ma'am. I know you have joined late, I think. Yes, Varsini,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am. Sorry, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So I'll take it after this, okay? I'll just take revision and
Okay,
then
ma'am. Okay.
I'll explain. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Then next is pace setting leadership. So basically, a particular time is given to the employees to perform the task. You can see this picture, right? So you can understand. So pace setting leaders push their people, push their employees hard by setting stretch goals. So there is stretch goals is nothing but time bound goals, like you have to achieve that things in specific time. So does it work in the organization? It actually depends on organization to organization and to the tasks from task, different tasks. So it can work to get quick results from highly motivated team. If your team is highly motivated already, then it will work. And then they will, like, pace setting is nothing but speed setting. You can understand by these two terms, right? So when combined with like empathy and the compassion, it can be an effective way of developing people. And without these characteristics, it will be like negative effect as well. Okay, so should I use it as a manager? So yes, if used in short term and you are compassionate and empathic, then otherwise no, because if for the long term you cannot set like time bound setting goals, right? So if you have to do some like for 1 year task is there, and at that time you cannot push employees to do in the particular time. So there must be no pressure for the employees, so it can be useful for short term, which is like for a month or for weeks. Okay, for the short term, this leadership style can be adopted by the managers. And these are some advantages and disadvantages. So ability to quickly achieve business results, as it is like depend on the time. So the achievement of the objectives can be quick, and high energy and outstanding performance in the near term. So if the short term is there, so your employee will give 100% to the work, so it will be like their outstanding performance you will get in the organization, so it will be beneficial for the organization. And the disadvantages is employees can be overwhelmed by the speed and the demands placed on them. Okay, so it will be sometimes they will feel like forced while doing the work, as it is like time based, right? So they will feel like overwhelmed by the speed and demands placed on them. Okay, so it will turn into the coercive. So yeah, it was about today's lecture. Now I'll explain the coercive style again. So yes, Vartini ma'am, can
Yes,
you tell
ma'am.
me by this picture, like the manager is saying, just do what I tell you to do to the employees. So basically, he's ordering and
This
commanding
is
the
ordering.
employees, right?
Yes,
Yes. Yes. So coercive leadership is basically a command and control style. Okay. So it relies on the manager will force the employees to do the work, whatever, whether they are want to do the work or not. There is no opinion of employees. Okay. So it is fully depend on manager, and if manager is saying, then you have to do that work at any cost. Okay, so that is basically coercive leadership style. So it will be useful in short term if there is a short term task or goal is there, but it will be difficult for long term process, as it will demotivate the employees. Right? Are you getting my cinema?
yes, ma'am. Clear, ma'am.
Yes. Okay. So these are pros and cons of it. As I said, it will negative environment will be there if it is continued. So yes, anyone having any doubt in the whole session, because today is our last lecture. Yes, I'll stop recording.
Ma'am, so the internship